is when a school fails to meet the standards set by state or whatever level of assessing body, then you are given, after 2 years, you are given a responsibility to pay children who will transfer to another school. That's completely unusual here in the country. I don't think any school will take that responsibility. It's not there. They will not accept at all. It's completely unusual. I don't even imagine that could be why. Maybe some of us could have, if that could be done here, I think everyone will try to do their best because there is a punishment so heavy that they cannot manage. That's unusual. It's not completely there. Then we have talked about teacher-pupil ratio. It's like the common number we talked about is around 15 pupils, learners per teacher. But here it's quite different, completely different. She has told you a teacher may handle 100 pupils. But there's another school here. One class for only 2 teachers. There's 300 and above in a class. And that is Lira, Lira. Just as you take that Tamar Road, there's some few meters ahead. 300 plus students in a class, but only 2 teachers handling that class. So you will find that the teacher-pupil ratio is always 100 plus, especially in government-aided school, public schools. So when a teacher hears of 15, 20 below per teacher, he sees that as something unusual. Then another thing that is unusual here is involvement of parents in the teaching learning situation in a class. It's very unusual. What they do is, especially if it's a private school like ours, if they send the children, they have met the demands of the school, they surrender the child. It's not their business. They don't come to school and do that. If you try to involve them, they will come just to assess just the results as it is put there, then ask you what's the problem. I've finished my part. That is your part. Do it. Do it. I pay the fees. I get the child the books. It is the teacher now to do it. Do your part. And he goes. They are not very much bothered in helping the teacher. So when you say involve them, it's very unusual. They will not respond to it positively. I don't think they don't. That's what we got also as unusual. With the groupings, we don't take age as the basic for grading children's level. But I think it depends on when that child started going to school and how the capability of the child is. He went to school when he's still young and is capable, he continues progressing the grading. If he went to school when he was 8 and is progressing, he follows that trend. There are steps that you have to undergo, not considering the age, so we don't use age majorly for grading them. That is a bit also challenging. And then we looked at, when we talk about technologies as a learning area or a subject we taught in lower classes, we imagine that could be, it would be unusual for, in a sense that what we use to teach technology in our classes could be just maybe shaping pieces of papers, cuttings, but the technology, to what level you are talking about, we made and say maybe it's unusual because you could be teaching the student some mechanical work, simple ones, because maybe you have the teaching learning aids which could aid them. Like for us here, technology will begin like in the upper primary ages, about 14, 13, 15 and above now. That's when you begin elementary part of it. But over here, it's quite funny. Yeah, then similarities, there are quite usual things. Just like she has said, the teaching methods, there are some of the same. Use of teaching learning aids, instructional materials, it's the same. Approaches that we apply, they are almost the same, only that maybe because of the number of children in the class, the pupils in the class makes it vary. Like the last one we shared and then we came to this, talked about where older children can help younger children. It is there, and we call it child-to-child approach. But yeah, I remember when I was still young in primary, in my school, primary school I went to, it's around 77 to 83. They used to use those in P7 to come to teach these other younger classes, and they were doing very well. And the school was doing better in the region, in the district. But somehow, in the middle, there died off. Then later, the government revived it. And even if we go to workshops, that's what they tell us to do. Use child-to-child approach. But the number of children and makes it quite challenging, and find this challenging does not work well. So a person prefers gathering the whole big number, then does kind of lecture method, then tries to sample some few, and that ends this. But it is there. So other things are quite similar. They're usual to us. I think that's briefly what